When Brenda woke up that morning, she had no idea her best friend Zama would vanish like a puff of smoke during a magician's matinee performance. One minute she was there on the couch eating chips straight from the bag while binging telenovelas. The next minute she was gone. Her slippers were still next to the door. Her half-drunk cup of tea was still steaming. Her dramatic fake eyelashes were even stuck to the bathroom mirror like two tiny caterpillars saying goodbye. But Zama, gone, vanished, evaporated. Poof. At first, Brenda thought she'd just gone to the store. Maybe Zama needed more chips or a new charger cable. She was always breaking those things. But when Brenda called her, the call went straight to voicemail. Not even that nice voicemail where someone promises to get back to you. It was that cold robotic voice that says the number you're trying to reach is unavailable and then basically hangs up on you. Brenda tried WhatsApp, Facebook, even Twitter, which Zama only used to stalk celebrities and complain about her Wi-Fi. Nothing. Not a blue tick in sight. Not even a passive-aggressive meme. Brenda started to worry. She checked the local hospitals. She called Zama's mother, who simply said, "That girl. She's always been unpredictable." Once she joined a yoga retreat for 2 weeks and didn't tell anyone, this information did not help. Brenda was left in her tiny apartment surrounded by Zama's leftovers, haunted by the ghost of an untold story. Now here's where the encouraging part begins. Brenda, who used to be the type of person who needed her friends to even decide what pizza topping to order, started figuring things out on her own. At first, it was small stuff. She cooked her own meals. Sure, the first few were burnt or raw or somehow both at the same time. But by the end of the week, she had successfully made a curry that didn't make her cry. Then she fixed her own leaky tap. This required exactly 3 YouTube videos, 1 tantrum, and a call to her uncle who basically just said, "Hit it with a wrench." It worked. The wrench technique, Brenda started calling it her new life philosophy. When in doubt, whack it with confidence and pretend you know what you're doing. In the absence of Zama, Brenda discovered new sides to herself. She took a dance class. She joined a book club. She even flirted awkwardly with the barista who always drew little hearts in her cappuccino foam. She felt like a whole new woman. A woman who didn't need to be attached to someone else's presence to feel like she had a purpose. Of course, just when Brenda had fully embraced her independent streak, Zama reappeared. Literally knocked on the door one afternoon holding a yoga mat, wearing elephant print pants, smelling of lemongrass, and acting like nothing unusual had happened. She simply said, "Brenda, babe, I went to India, found myself. Also lost my charger again. What's new?" Brenda stared at her, blinking. All that worrying, and Zama had just gone on a spontaneous self-discovery trip without so much as a text. Brenda considered yelling. She considered throwing a pillow at her. Instead, she laughed. It started as a chuckle and then grew into a full-blown cackle. The kind of laugh that makes your ribs hurt and your face cramp. "Zama," she said between giggles, "I thought you were kidnapped by aliens. I almost joined a Facebook group for missing best friends. Do you have any idea how worried I was?" Zama grinned and gave her a huge hug. "But look at you now. You've got a glow. You look like you run marathons and eat kale voluntarily. I did you a favor." Brenda rolled her eyes but couldn't deny that somehow the chaos had turned into a blessing. She had discovered that being left without a trace didn't mean being abandoned. Sometimes it meant getting a clean slate. A funny, awkward, occasionally messy, but powerful chance to rediscover what you're made of. And in Brenda's case, she was made of stubborn hope, mild sarcasm, and surprisingly decent curry. So if someone leaves you without a trace, don't panic. They might be chasing enlightenment in a forest somewhere, or simply forgetting their phone charger again. Meanwhile, take the chance to find your own magic. Just maybe keep a wrench nearby. You never know.